Finally, it's here. What is up, my friends? My name is Danny. Welcome back to Jones Vibes, and a special welcome back to all of you fans of Avatar The Last Airbender. This is not a drill. The first official teaser for Season 2 of Netflix's Avatar The Last Airbender has now dropped, and if you know me, if you know this channel, you'll know that this is a very special day for me. I am a massive fan of Avatar The Last Airbender. I'm a big fan of what Netflix has been doing, and I've been so excited to see what they're gonna do with Season 2. I've also just been dying to see what Toph looks like, man. We haven't even had a first image released, and so today is the day. Today I will be reacting to this teaser, and then afterwards I'm going to be breaking it down shot by shot. So we're going to go through it, we're going to talk about what's happening, see if there are any differences that we can kind of key into, how they're changing the story and so on, and also maybe see the things that they're doing one-to-one with the adaptation. As always, I want to hear from you guys. Leave me all of your thoughts down in the comments section. Let me know what you think about this teaser, and I've been waiting all day for this. So without further ado, let's dive in. All right, let's do it.
Everything is vibrating.
Starting with Toph,
All
dude.
around us. The world is turning.
Yeah, dude. Zuko.
There is a secret life beneath us.
Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. So they're doing the Serpent's Pass. Azula looking good.
We're all connected through the earth.
Oh, let's go, bro. Oh, let's go. Dang, new score, too. Okay, nothing at the end there. Dang, that new score was pretty tight. Did you guys stick around and listen to that? That's different. I like that. I like that a lot. Wow, so a lot to digest there. Excuse me if I get really hyped. This is the first time I'm seeing freaking Toph in live action. I thought M. Night Shyamalan was going to deliver. That movie was completely awful, and then season 1 of this gave me a lot of hope that they'd be able to do the character justice. It already looks like they're going to be able to pull off the Blind Bandit. You know what I mean? That episode, like seeing her in the Rumble Arena, that was really, really cool. Seeing her earthbending, the effects look great. Also, just the effects in general look amazing. Like the monster from the Serpent's Pass, that looked incredible. But like what I want to do, since this is my first time watching it, I want to walk through it shot by shot and just kind of see what we can notice, and then I'm going to proceed to watch it like a zillion more times. Okay, so straight away, the first thing that I noticed is just the voiceover is from Toph, and I think that's really cool just because they're basically saying, yup, Toph is here, she's doing the voiceover, she has arrived, she's going to be a main character from here moving forward, and they have a lot of confidence in that. I absolutely love that. I also loved how they just start with the Blind Bandit. Like they start with her entering the arena here and people going crazy. Obviously in this, we're gonna get the boulder, we're gonna get all of these guys. It looks like they're gonna do that sequence justice, and I've been talking about this a lot in my separate videos for it. They have to. Like, this is one of those things in season 2 that you have to do. This is the introduction of Toph, and it was done so well in the animated series. You feel like they have something to live up to there, whereas other parts of the show aren't necessarily going to be one-to-one, that maybe don't matter as much when you're adapting it to, you know, the streaming screen here. But then moving forward, this is kind of what I missed because I was going crazy about Toph. This is interesting, you know, this is the Serpent's Pass, so like this is the entrance here. I really liked how that monster looked. We're gonna get to that, but this is very interesting seeing that APPA is sitting there. Like, APPA's not in that moment. If we're just playing it towards the animated series, it's what the desert takes place before that, and so APPA's already gone. Hypothetically, I could see kind of what they're doing here. Like, what episode was that? The Great Divide. They have APPA carrying the elders and some of the sick people across, and so maybe that's something that's going on. Maybe they're just going to skip the desert entirely, which I would be very sad to see, but there's going to be sacrifices made with this show. So, like, I don't know what they're going to do, but clearly APPA is not missing yet. They could even do something where, like, Toph goes with APPA here to cross the Serpent's Pass, and then they rework that to be, like, like since Appa's away from Aang right here, this would be a good moment for Appa to get separated. And so curious to kind of see how they go about all of that. But that is a really interesting thing that just jumps out straight away. You also have Teo. You know what I mean? Like in this next shot, you have Teo. I love how they're showing Appa and Momo right here. Like I've talked a lot about how they need to be at the forefront of this freaking season. We didn't get nearly enough of them in the first season. So now we got some Appa and Momo, but I am interested to see Teo and like why he's there. You can feel free to tell me if I'm wrong, but I don't think he shows up at all in season 2, right? Like Teo is not in it at all until the day of the eclipse or whatever, the day of the black sun. So that's interesting. He's not around till season 3, I don't think, at least. It's strange seeing him in this, but I think what they're doing is just kind of trying to have some of these characters around a bit more so we get more used to them, like give them a little bit more breathing room, because the animated series really hones in on our main characters, and it looks like they're kind of trying to have more of an ensemble thing going on, which I'm fine with. I mean, I really like Teo as a character. I think they're sort of doing the same thing with Suki, because I saw Suki pop up in this trailer already. But moving on, the next shot is of Aang, and it looks like Katara's standing next to him. They're in the forest. I don't really know who they're fighting, but this could be during the chase. This could be any number of moments. It's clearly not in Ba Sing Se or anything like that, or in Omashu towards the beginning of the season, and so has to be when they're on the road. I don't know when this could be, but they're definitely fighting somebody. I don't know when that is, but he looks awesome. Like, look at Gordon here. I've already seen, so today I've had to just stay off of everything for the most part to avoid much of the spoilers. I have seen some first look images and things like that, but the one thing that popped across my feed today was already people commenting on Gordon's age and, oh, he looks so old now and blah, blah, blah. I mean, it frustrates me to no end, because I feel like people can't take the time to look at Gordon. They immediately have to criticize instead of looking at Gordon as Aang right here and being like, dude, he looks so freaking dope. He looks so dope. Like, look at that wardrobe. Look at how much, like, he has gotten older. Yes, sure, he's gotten more mature, but this is a live action adaptation. Season 2 and season 3 being filmed back to back. We get this guy now going against the Fire Lord. You know what I mean? Like, look at him. I don't know, bro. Not to rant too much about that, but just look at him. That was pissing me off a bit earlier, seeing some of the posts. Next one, I absolutely love this. We got Zuko and Iroh working together. This is towards the end of the season, right? Or kind of like midway through the season, that episode Bitter or something, Bitter Work or something like that. But this is Iroh instructing Zuko about channeling lightning, and I just love this. Like, look at Zuko's hair, man. It's getting longer, but if it's this long already here, in the animated series, his hair isn't that long. It's just kind of shaggy. If it's this long already here, he's going to have some super long hair towards the end of the show, depending on how, I mean, I guess they filmed everything back to back, so maybe it's not going to get that long, but this looks awesome. I'm so happy that they included that moment, because that is such a deep moment. And that also alludes to some of the really deep emotional stuff that we're going to get from Zuko in this season. This scene is not straight out of the animation. I mean, obviously Aang with the blindfold on is, but this area that he's in, I don't recognize any of this. But this is clearly Aang learning from Toph about earthbending, and I love that. Has to be some form of an earthbending lesson, and that looks pretty cool. But this is the good stuff, dude. This is really cool. The serpent from the Serpent's Pass. I had talked about stuff that I wanted them to adapt within this season, and the Serpent's Pass was something that I said, nah, you could probably forget it, you know what I mean? You could probably leave it out. But now, looking that, I'm completely eating my words, because look at the effects on that, guys. Like, that's crazy. That looks so good. That is such a step up from season 1. I don't know if you guys agree with me on that, but that is such a step up in the animation department and the CGI department. Like, look at the freaking effects on that thing. That looks like the basilisk from Chamber of Secrets or something like that. And look at Aang on his glider, bro. That looks so cool. I'm very excited for that sequence now, whereas I probably wasn't as excited before. But moving on, very quick shot of the Fire Nation, and I don't really know what's happening there. Any guesses, please leave those down in the comments, because I don't really know what could be happening there. And then we also have this quick shot of Sokka, and I believe he's looking at Suki, I'm sure. This next shot is the one that I'm super hyped over. Dude, look at Elizabeth Yu. Look at Azula. That's a wardrobe change, as well as that is what we want to see with the lightning bending, bro. Oh my God, that looks so cool, man. That is so cool. And I feel like this is taking place towards the end of Zuko Alone, you know what I mean? When they all like converge on that town and Azula meets up and it's like, I don't know, they like completely destroy that town. That's gotta be it. She's gotta be looking at Zuko here. She's gotta be looking, I don't know, she's probably fighting Aang or something, but that's where I would imagine that is. And then moving on here, this is interesting. So this is Mai and Ty Lee, which I love to see them. But then you have Suki and you have Sokka, and they're fighting, and I have no idea when this could be. I feel like they're incorporating Suki into this season a lot. Kind of what I was just talking about with Teo. I feel like they're just going to kind of have her be a part of this entire thing. So this could be during the chase, you know what I mean? When they're trying to lose them and they just keep catching up. Like, you might see that, and having Suki around would be important. I just don't know if like all of the Kyoshi warriors would be with them. Also, if you look at Mai and Ty Lee here, they don't have Kyoshi garb on or whatever. They don't have Kyoshi outfits on, and so this isn't that deep into the season. It's got to be early on, some form of a fight. They fight in Omashu too, right? At the beginning of season 2, don't they fight? But not Suki. It's just the gang fights Mai and Ty Lee. So very curious to see where that comes from. I also love this next scene, dude. We have Katara kind of showcasing how far she's come with waterbending. That looks so amazing, and I'm just hoping for great things from Katara in this season, to be honest. I really, really want to see a lot from her in this season. But then the rest of this, if I'm not wrong here, the rest of this is just the Blind Bandit. So you have Aang, Sokka, and Katara sitting in the stands. I feel like it's just going to be the first episode. Do you guys feel that way? I feel like it's just going to be the first episode or the second episode. You can't go long without Toph, but this is the stuff that I want to get to, man. This is so cool. I'm just going to watch this again if you guys don't mind.
We're all connected through the earth.
Oh my gosh, bro. So cool. That is so cool. I love how it does the vibrations through the foot there. I love how they kept that the same. They also just showcase a lot of what they're going to be able to do with the earthbending, man. It looks so good. A lot of people were convinced that it wouldn't be that great, but for me, I feel like people forgot about the entire sequence between Aang and Bumi in the first season. They showcased that they can do earthbending really well, and so I was pretty confident, but I don't know if I expected it to look this good. I'm also just so excited to see a first look at Toph, man. She looks so great. It's really hard with a character like Toph to even have an image in your head of how they're going to portray it. With Miya Cech stepping into this, it's just all been like fan art online, and it basically just looks like the animated version of Toph, you know what I mean? I'm just so happy that they kept things so close, and Miya looks great, dude. She looks so much like Toph. I can't believe that they're actually doing this. Again, we've seen interpretations of Aang, Sokka, and Katara, you know what I mean? We've never seen Toph, and this is so freaking cool to witness. I can't believe it's actually happening. Word on the street is that she does a really, really great job. So I'm just excited to see it, man. I hope that we get more maybe before the end of the year. I don't know if we will. Maybe another trailer or something like that. Maybe some more like character posters and things like that to dive into. But what I'm the most excited about, if you're along with me for the journey of season 1, is like all of a sudden trailers and media and things just started coming out and things just started rolling. And we just kept talking about it. We had a nice community here, and we were just chatting about all the possibilities, and then season 1 came out and it was so much fun. I'm very excited to be doing that again with season 2 and just diving into all things ATLA. It's one of my freaking favorite things of all time, and this looks great. You know, had this teaser came out and been very underwhelming, I would have a different response right now, but that was awesome. I also do want to talk, just because I'm a musician, that score at the end. I haven't heard that composition for Avatar before. It wasn't just the standard da, 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 da. It wasn't just that standard. It was something kind of new. new, and so I'm also excited to see some of the music stuff level up, because that's very important. That's the other half to the whole of the show there. And so, yeah, guys, at this point, I'll turn it over to you. Please let me know all of your thoughts down in the comment section. Did you like this teaser? Are you excited for season 2? What do you think about Toph's look? Leave me all that down below. Your opinion is always welcome around here. But more than anything, my friends, I hope you're out there keeping up the good vibes, and I will see you in the next video, all right? Yep, peace!